agitating. Well, off the bat, I'm getting that something needs to be done a certain kind of way. Because I need my phone and I'm not doing double streaming today. And I was trying to set it up, and YouTube is like, rotate your device to change the orientation. And I have to remind myself to look here, but I'm gonna look wherever I look because that's annoying. I don't even know if I can see comments on my iPad. We'll see. What was that sound of confirmation for? Talk to me, talk to me. All right, I'm just gonna get into it because I got about maybe 30, 45 minutes before I need to get to it. So, something definitely needs to be done a certain way. Something is significant about someone's orientation because I got that notice like 4 times when I was trying to get on here. It was like, rotate your device to change the orientation. Yeah, confirmation. So some of y'all might need to like change something around, turn something around. I'm hearing Trading Places by Usher. But that was weird and it was agitating because I wanted to put it the way I wanted to put it. And yeah, something about like function. I think we talked about function yesterday. Week by SWV. My goodness, coming through so heavy. I titled this "The Glow of Love" because that was like the loudest today. But Week by SWV. Like you get somebody weak in the knees, and I don't know if I put this audio out yet, but I was talking about the etymology of weak and how like the Bible says that women are supposed to be the weaker vessel. Weaker means more flexible. Confirmation. Weaker means more flexible, more pliable, softer, not less strong. If you think about your life, top two, probably not the two, the strongest person you know is a woman. So it's not that you make someone weak in the knees like you make them weaker. You make them weak in the knees because you're kind of like the oil on somebody's joints. Yeah, there's my throat. I'm gonna say it. Somebody somebody has been really struggling with being vulnerable. Um, and that's okay. But I'm hearing like when God sends you help, don't ignore it. And I'm still hearing the song "Glow of Love." What are the lyrics? There is no better place to be. Something, something, forever in a day. So I don't know. Maybe someone wants to spend forever in a day with you, but they're having issues being vulnerable, and you feel like the oil on their joints. They're like the Tin Man. Something about their heart space has been activated, and you were the catalyst. It doesn't mean that you're like the root cause of their change because this is someone who wants to change for themselves too. But like you are, yeah, I'm hearing you're a positive, motivating force within my life. And a positive motivating force is a masculine force, y'all. I'm not talking about man, woman. I'm talking about energy. So there's this beautiful butterfly of a woman that comes along, right? And her inner healthy divine masculine energy is a catalyst to his, I'm hearing, unreformed feminine energy. And then yeah, I feel like I clapped for a reason. It's like that's all she wrote, right? Confirmation. I heard things suck because you're stuck. Things suck because you're stuck. And you need to get unstuck. Hi, a person. Hi, Latiana. Right. Amen. Um, yeah, things suck because you're stuck. And if you've been following me for a while, I probably mentioned like something my father used to always tell me. I was raised by my father in like my very pivotal teenage years. So I wasn't in school getting into a bunch of fights, having a bunch of boyfriends. I was very masculine minded in a way. But he would always say, like, you can feel your feelings and you can be where you are, but you can't get stuck there. And I was like really hard for a teenage girl to hear because we are in nature more empathetic and nurturing. And I was seeking that from the women in my life. And it was like, what do you mean feel what I feel? And then somehow turn it off to keep going. Like, no, I want to deal with this. And if you know, you know. A lot of the times, men are solution oriented. They're like, I don't really want to talk about it. What do we need to get done? Like, I don't really want to go through the motions. And there's this piece of a man like that where the inner feminine, not inner lady, not inner, no, inner feminine, the energy that you can receive. There's this little piece that says, where along the line did I not feel heard and listened to? Because I don't want to hear this shit right now. I just want to solve the issue. It's kind of like a parent being like, stop all that crying. Like, what do you want? Just what do you want? What are you asking me for? It's not connecting with the emotions. Am I making sense? Hi, Giovanna. My dad died. Can be pray for me. I'm wishing you and your family peace. Peace be unto his journey, your dad. 67. 67 what, Reed? Are you messaging me a number for my raffle? Because you gotta text me that or message it to me on TikTok. Yeah. So things suck because you're stuck. So whatever you're feeling, whatever you're, I feel like that happened for a reason. And grief is timeless. Grief is subjective. Grief is personal. But it's like I went through a lot of grief, and it was like to still be hearing other people have had it worse than you. Like it's gonna be fine. You're strong. You're beautiful. Blah 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 blah. People think that that helps, but it's invalidating because I don't feel like the person you're talking about right now. I feel like the person who is hurting. So do not rush yourself, but do not get stuck either because stagnant energy is very dangerous. Stagnant energy is like the funk that happens. Like when you get in a depressive mode and like you need to go clean your ass and you need to clean your home and you just feel like, I just can't. I just don't want to. It's like preventative energy when it becomes stagnant because you're not moving anywhere. And what's moving is living. What's not moving is dead. And please know that I have empathy for you and your father. I really hope that didn't feel personal. It wasn't. Um, but you have to take a step, right? Because if you don't take a step, you will literally. I just saw that card earlier. Hold up. Why y'all so loud? Yeah, if you don't take a step, you see how he's not in those shoes? Like he's kind of missing like he's not there. He's missing. He's not himself, or she's not herself, I guess. But you have to take a step because ooh, life does keep on moving without you. And what you invest your time and energy into will grow. And I don't mean that like you'll get left behind, like people just don't want to help you, they don't love you. It just means that life does continue. If we all lived our lives waiting for people, we would all be stuck too. Everybody's on their own path at their own pace, and so it means going within a lot of the time. But you can't stay stuck. Do I have any Sims players? I'm about to give y'all the best metaphor that I can. Hi, how are you? Can you tell my future? Maybe. You gotta send me money first. Your beauty shines beyond the physical. Your mind is divine. Peace and blessings. Choose joy over happiness. Joy feeds the soul. Happiness fades from the face. Huh? happiness fades from the face, why does happiness fade from the face? Do you mean physical looks? Because I did just post something that said the happiness that you're looking for is not in anything that you're going to purchase. I think that's what you meant, Exalted Born. Do I have any Sims players? I know y'all are in here. Like the live, y'all. Thank you. Anyways, see, can't wait on people. Um, so in Sims, right, like you can toggle the level of free will and you can choose whether the other families in the town, like whether their stories progress. This is bothering me. Sorry, not sorry. You can choose whether or not their stories progress. So yeah, confirmation. You can't do that in real life. Okay. When you play God in someone's life, you will get your ass beat. You will get your ass beat by spirit. I promise you. Because that's not your place. Everyone has free will. And anytime you're, yeah, 11:11 on the timer as I say that. Thank you, spirit. You're going to move everything out of alignment when you do that. And there's punishment for that. It's like all the superhero movies that have multiple universes. You can't go in there and be fucking shit up. Especially not for your own selfish needs and wants. So when it comes to Sims, like you can toggle it because you are playing God. You are in control of this town of people and families, and you get to have a say. I actually think that I used to love Sims so much when I was younger because it gave me a feeling of control. Because so much of my life was out of my control. I'm like, well, I don't feel that way when I play Sims. I wasn't addicted or nothing, but I enjoyed it, and I still do sometimes. But I give that metaphor to say that that's where we get fucked up when we start thinking that we can slow or speed someone else's path. You can't make someone be ready for what you have to offer, and you can't make someone slow down for you when you're going through what you're going through. The worst thing you can ever do is get caught up in someone else's war that they're having with themselves and their demons and their trauma and their families. So these were channel messages. If you happen to click on earlier, I don't want that to ever happen again. I did what Spirit guided me to do because someone really needed to hear that. And I don't know if the live uploaded or not, but when it does, I will make it public. This parental thing going on in the collective community, like we're healing a lot of parental wounds and issues. And like a lot of y'all problems and delays come from confirmation. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger because what do we know? My ancestors will shoot your ass back and they do not miss. But it's a problem. And then the ways in which you felt like prohibited and restricted as a child with your parents, you start trying to act that out in your relationship. It doesn't even have to be romantic. You start trying to boss around your little sister and say she can't date. You start trying to, tell your boyfriend where he can and cannot go. You start trying to assert your control where it doesn't belong. And your ego gets real loud. And that's a problem. Thank you so much, Movement. I'm sure you're beautiful too. I appreciate it. Movement. Movement. Synchronicity. Things suck because you are stuck. And so long as you're stuck, as I was saying in the other live, like so long as you're like rooted in what happened to you and oh my mom did this and my dad did this, it doesn't mean that it doesn't matter. It means are you gonna boss up and transmute the energy? Because you're gonna be stuck otherwise. Right? So I feel like the glow of love is like, it's not love outside of you. I know that for certain. I got that when I got the download. Y'all, please like the live. If you're here listening to me, this is resonating, I'm beautiful, all these things, just double tap, okay? Um, there's like this energy of you're in this me state, right? And you feel like you finally get to be selfish. And I resonate with that. I'm in a place in my life where I feel like I'm finally in a place where I'm going to put me first. It's not the same thing as being like disregarding to other people. Confirmation. So it's not love or connection with someone outside of you, not your parents, not your romantic partner, not your sibling, not your buddy, your best friend, your homie. And it's not even really about self love, it's about the love connection you have with something else. I don't want to go down the line of what y'all believe in. I don't. Because you know what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm putting down if it's resonating. God, universe, ancestors, angels, Iron Man, I don't fucking know. Something above yourself that makes you feel like there's something greater than you. Something or someone has more power than you. Because that's not meant to humble you or invalidate you. That's meant to say, oh, that's a source to reinforce my strength. That is a source that can help me, that makes me feel safe. And some of us feel that in other people, other human beings, and that can be dangerous because we are all human beings. Comfort fucking nation. We're all human beings. We all fuck up. And the moment you put your full sense of safety and security, like you just gift your root chakra over to someone, make me feel safe, make me feel secure. And they'll do it for a little while. And they might not fuck up on purpose, but we are human beings. And so the moment that they're not that 100% that's been lending you, what you need to get through the day, now you hate them. Now you're mad because they didn't show up when you wanted them, when you needed them. What were you doing while you were waiting? It must have been a couple of months ago. It was a reading I put out that said, while you were waiting, were you hurting yourself or healing yourself? Were you continuously adding to the bullshit, or were you healing yourself to say, I'm trying to be better? And you cannot wait on anyone else to make you or your life better. So the glow of love is the glow of divine love that says, oh, I am genuinely and divinely cherished and loved outside of this 3D human shit that I was born into. Because if you put too much into this 3D world, this matrix, people, their ideas, politics, Trumps, Obamas, and all this other stuff, you put all of your sense of self and safety into people that are constantly changing. They're in the neighborhood, but you have no control over these households. I'm still talking Sims, y'all. But you don't have control over that. And it's like the serenity prayer, if anyone knows it, it's like you really need to root yourself in what you can control. You cannot control anyone outside of yourself. Another shout out to my father. He always told me that one, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. But also that you're only in control of your half of a relationship. Life is 90% of what you do and how you react, and only 10% of what people do to you. And talking to someone, your oracle is someone who has been through, listen, the fact that that is only 10% of my life is much more inspiring than it is invalidating. You have to choose the life you want to live. Do you want to live by that 10% and give your whole to the 10%? Your cup isn't even half empty. It's a little bit of juice left in the container. It's like, why even put that back in the refrigerator? You might as well take it all, right? You might as well just give your full self away if you're going to do that. But if you're going to root yourself in the 90, you just live a better life. That's what's coming out, y'all. Daily stream, daily gym, YouTube founder. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, son. Sun energy is masculine energy, y'all. When will I find a beautiful soulmate like you? Thank you. In divine timing. All is divine timing. Thank you all for liking the live. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I have not been playing about my throat because y'all energy be so fucking dense that I'll be sitting here transmuting your throat chakra blockages. I had to reinforce my energetic boundaries. Somebody asked me on live last night, like, how do you establish protection when you're dealing with other people, with other spirits? He was talking about tarot. Do y'all know that you deal with other people's spirits every fucking day? You don't need a deck to be influenced or impacted by someone's energy. What? Come on now. That's propaganda. Everything you look at and see damn near is an attempt to take control. So it's like at the end of the day, you have to choose what has control over you. Confirmation. The glow of love has to do a lot with boundaries. And I love connecting with y'all. I love helping y'all. I love supporting y'all. I don't squeeze y'all in. I make time for y'all in my schedule, and spirit guides me to do so. But there are boundaries in place. It's just like when y'all disrespect me by getting on my lives and spewing questions at me. I'm not answering free questions. If I'm doing the free cards, take advantage. Utilize me. I have services that you can book, but what you're not gonna do is come on my live and rush me like old dude from last night. The fuck? I don't play that. So again, you can't control other people, and you can't rush them. You can't slow them down, and you can't rush them. I have a 4-year-old, and I'm constantly joking him like, "Do you have to grow so fast? Like, I don't want you to stop. I just slow up a little bit, right?" That's what his dad tells him. And then me, I'm just like, I don't want to slow you down. I just don't want you to rush. You don't have to be 100 feet tall today. You don't have to be taller than mommy today. You don't have to be big guy, big man today. You can be 4. So just be where you are and accept that everyone is not where you are. And it is difficult. It is disheartening. Sometimes we're like, oh, why won't you just wake up? Why won't you just get it? Or, oh, why are you shining so brightly? Wait for me. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. And when you operate that way, the glow of love, it dims. It dims because authenticity is like the driving force, the motivation, the momentum for love. And if you're not being authentic, then what are you doing? Right? Is this resonating for y'all? I'm not used to not seeing my comments where I'm looking at, so if I miss you, my bad. No? Okay. Um, that's the goal of love. So I figured I might pull a few cards, but I wanted to talk about that first because I'm genuinely curious what some of y'all in my collective community, like, what do you see as divine love, right? And I do feel genuinely intuitively that that's different for everyone. For me personally, right? I think that what was instilled in me by my mother was this agape love, right? She used to always say, live and let live. It was like, I love you. I want the best for you. I want you safe. I want you to listen to me. I want you to take my advice. But at the end of the day, you are your own person, right? So I have this agape love for people that says, I love you. Don't get it twisted. I love you. But if your path is not meant to include me any further, or vice versa, I will send you on your way with love. No hard feelings, no bad blood. It's just that it becomes, who are we to try to force what the divine is saying no to? And I'm not talking about when it's like the right person, wrong time, or like, we just keep missing each other. Those things can be serendipitously, worked out. I'm talking about when it's so very clear that you and someone else are unhealthy for each other. That's agape love to me. I choose not to look at people as terrible people unless they are some things I don't feel like getting into. But a relationship that just didn't work out, I'm not looking at you like you're the worst person on earth. You're just not the best person for me. Is that making sense? Like, we get so wrapped up in what we want and who we want someone to be. Like, let that shit go. And then it's like the boundary of me, because that's what I do for others. The boundary of my love says, you're not going to rush me. I have made a stance in my life, just in general. I will not be rushed. You are not going to come into my space and rush me. The only one who can rush me is spirit. Just like spirit making me get on live in the goddamn tub. I'm really not happy about that. The camera was pointed at the ceiling for y'all who were, oh my god, you were in the tub? Where's that video face ass? Um but I don't like to be rushed. And we all have to embrace our authenticity, meaning like our actual function, like how we came into this world. And I'm gonna share a cool story so y'all know I'm not bluffing. I'm not bullshitting. If you ever meet my mother, you can ask her. Can you give me a shout out? I did. I did, Giovanna. I just saw that. Lost my job. Will I get a new opportunity? You can send me $5 or $14 and I'll pull some cards for you. Everything you need is in my bio. Okay? You are beautiful as fuck. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You need to calm the hell down. You need to calm the hell down because you're on my live, Albert. Fuck out of here. This is what I be talking about. And now you're going in time out for a full 24 hours. I don't want to see your face for a day. Bye. That's probably how your mother dealt with you. Fuck. Hey, yo, boy, King Brody. Sorry, y'all. Not sorry. Authenticity. I don't like energy like that. Again, you're not gonna try to alter me. The fuck. Um. So the story is right when I had an older sister. When my mother had my older sister, it was a long labor. She had an epidural, things like that. Right. I come along and my mother's kind of like, okay, I think we need to go to the hospital. So they go to the hospital, and this nurse, who is a word that I won't call her because I never met her personally, but she was like, no, you're not ready. You're not ready. We got plenty of time. Baby's not coming. Baby's not coming. So my dad is like, all right, I got to go to the car and get the camera. You know, like, do I have time? And she's like, yeah, go ahead. She's fine. She's fine, right? Not listening to my mother as the patient, which they do a lot. Shout out to my black ladies, okay, my black women. So, my dad goes to get the camera, and while he's gone, I'm like, ready. I'm done baking. Let's do this, mom. Fuck the medication. Fuck the doctor. I'm ready. And I came into this earth. It was just me and my mother. She said it was quick. It wasn't painful. She didn't have to push. I wasn't ready, and then I was ready. And that's how quickly I tend to make changes, just like chopping my hair off. I've never been afraid of letting some hair go. I've never been afraid of letting a person go. I've never been afraid of letting a job go, a place go. That's just not who I am. I'm detached in nature, and people think that that makes me nonchalant or it makes me apathetic or unloving. No. Detachment says, I don't own you, and you damn sure don't own me. So I came into this life saying, no, on my time, okay? I said what I said, type energy. And that was me as a child. I was a difficult child because I knew what I wanted and I knew what I wouldn't do. That's how we have to operate. It's like, why do we all spend so much time and energy being focused on what other people want for our lives when they have their own life to live? I'm not gonna calm down, Albert, because this is the type of shit that will delay us for years. And I'm talking to somebody. I wouldn't be on here if this wasn't valuable information. I'm dropping gems, I'm dropping trinkets, I'm giving free games. Speaking of which, I'm gonna post the trinket when I get off of here. The gratitude message is up though, y'all, but agape love. You gotta do what you gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do. And I would be stuck if I took every fucking thing you did personal. Oh, you didn't respond to me. You hate me. Oh, you didn't respond to me. You don't like me. Those things might be true, but I'm not worried about it. Because if you didn't make that known to me, then I didn't know. I'm gifted, I'm intuitive, I can read your whole life. But that's when I choose to tap in. I don't walk around being a mind reader. I don't care to hear everybody's thoughts. I don't care to know what's going on with y'all unless I tap in. So stop tapping into other people's energy and then feeling like, this isn't, I don't like this. This isn't right. Like, how you gonna come into somebody else's home and start telling them where shit should go? Yeah, but I don't like where this chair is. If we could just put that on the other wall. And then I was thinking maybe a bright pink for the wall. What are you talking about? So stop trying to have control over other people's lives and definitely don't allow people to have control over yours. There are a lot of us with hearts, if you resonate with me, that just want people to be good. That's why I tell y'all every time I say goodbye, I'm wishing everyone well in accordance with their highest good. I don't know what your highest good is, but I wish you well in accordance with that. Your highest good might be to be locked up for life. I don't know. Your highest good may be to be a billionaire with a beautiful wife or husband and dogs and kids and a pond in your backyard. I don't know. Authenticity. I'm gonna be authentic with y'all before I love y'all. I don't even know y'all. You see what I'm saying? Like love can just be, it just is. God is love, if you want to put it that way. It just is. It exists. What we're actually revoking from people, and again, if you saw that live about parentage and healing and trauma, I feel a confirmation bird coming. If it comes out, sorry in advance, it happens. Um, where you're healing through that energy, it just kind of ends up being a situation where, what are you going to do? What are you going to choose? Because if you're the writer of your life, if you're the creator of your life, and you're so powerful and so in control, then why can't you change your life? You want all this control, and it's like, what are you going to do with it? You're so focused on someone else's life that you're going to use your own power to affect their life. That's why I don't understand love spells. I don't understand putting somebody's drawers in the fucking dirt, and you will never catch me doing no love spell. And people have thought that I've done them. I am the spell, baby. It's in my Instagram bio. I am the spell. I can't help it. But I'm never trying to affect anybody else's free will. That's how you get fucked up. I don't want to be fucked up. I want to stay on my path, stay authentic. But back to what I was saying about my heart, and if you resonate, we want people to be good, whether it's here with us or it's over there. I want you to be good. And if you're unhealthy, stay over there. But I do wish you well in accordance with your highest good, if you're willing to embody that. Albert, you scaring the hoes, and I don't like that. Damn it, Albert. It's like, no, I know y'all are at work. I know y'all are busy. I'm at work too. I'm busy doing that hard work, that heart's work. Anyways, I hope that's making sense. You know, love can't always be what you want it to be, and that's why it's free. It's like when I do the free cards and y'all be like, "Can you pull me some more?" You don't get to choose the parameters and the rules and the rubric scale when it comes to what's free. You don't pull up to a mall food court and they're giving out free samples and they're giving out bourbon chicken and you're like, I was just wondering if you had orange chicken. You can ask. There's no harm in asking, but you can't be so delusional to think that they should change their whole setup for you. You need to walk up to that counter and ask, "Can I try the orange chicken before I purchase it?" Am I am I making sense? If you know, you know. I'm always speaking in metaphors and song lyrics and movie scenes and quotes and stuff like that. But when something is free, you don't really get to choose how it comes to you. When you start investing, right? Like, for instance, a loving romantic relationship, when you start investing into that relationship, then you can have a say. Until then, you kind of get what you get, right? Because this person is free. They're not tethered to you. They don't owe you anything. They haven't committed to you. And that's the thing that I've learned in my life is I'm very big on commitment. I'm very big on devotion. I've committed myself to my healing. I've committed myself to spirit and my purpose, my ikigai, my business, parenting, motherhood, um, family, friends, a marriage. Fun fact. And so it's like now that it's me. Like I'm back at the forefront. It's like I'll never again let a motherfucker let me, convince me that what I do for them is more important than what I do for myself or what I do for spirit. You're barking up the wrong tree. I actually posted a short. I had the same sweater on, curly hair, and I was saying, don't get scammed. Don't let anybody make you think that what you do for them is more important than what you do for yourself. You better pour into yourself. This is a life where you can do no harm, but also take no shit. I'm not out here trying to do anybody harm. I don't mean anybody harm, not even the people who have done me harm. I'd rather transmute the energy to my healing, but don't come over here trying to dictate shit. Do not. And you should have the same energy for yourself. You know? That's how you protect yourself. That's how you take your power back. I'm just saying. As always, you can take what resonates and leave what don't. Confirmation. And if you want to be like Albert, I'm too loud, I'm too passionate, you can go in timeout too. Or just not watch. That's always an option. I really don't understand people on social media where they're watching someone's stuff and they don't like said stuff. Why are you watching? I don't go seeking things I don't want to see. I used to be really big on horror movies. I don't watch horror movies anymore because I'm not interested in that energy. I'm not afraid. I used to love horror movies. Cut them up, slash them up, thriller, sneak in your back door, all that shit. I just don't care for that energy anymore. So you have to. Why do I feel like someone's doing this to my shoulder? It's not really itchy. I'm just like, why do I feel like. Is it time to get into the Love Collective community message? Does someone do this as like a calming thing? Are some of y'all self soothing or like someone you know does this to you when you're. What y'all got going on? I heard, I'm a hustler, baby. Oh, I definitely meant to get y'all the romance deck from upstairs. I don't know if I feel like going now. Somebody comment, get the deck. I need motivation. I was gonna do the love oracle, the romance oracle for a love message. Otherwise, I got a tarot deck right here. Oh, my eyelashes. People find all sorts of reasons to hate you, by the way, whoever I'm talking to. You could be the purest, sweetest, funniest, most genuine, most authentic, most like homie, like I'm cool with everybody person, and they'll hate you because you have natural thick eyelashes. They'll be wasting their power and control sitting around hoping that your eyelashes somehow fall out when they could just go buy some mascara or get some extensions. And this is why you can't worry about people. Hey, I would love to see it. Tell me what it was. Oh, no, no, no. You said it was the wedding ring thing. That's what's up. Good rising. Good afternoon. You missed me getting in everybody's ass. And I was on here blocking people, trying to tell me I need to calm down. Um, yeah, somebody comment deck and I'll go get the romance oracle deck. Because clearly y'all are in love and don't know how to be. And I get that. It's okay. Maybe I don't know how to be in love. I know how to be in love with myself, with my life. You know, like I've been saying, ladies, your womb can create babies, but it can also create realities. And so, for everyone, even those without a womb, your inner Venusian energy, you can use it to luxuriate or beautify or, increase any part of your life, right? It doesn't have to be romantic love. I'm just saying. I just saw that. It pissed you off. It pissed me off. I wasn't gonna pretend like I wasn't agitated either, because it was just like, what you mean, calm down? It's not resonating. Click off. Y'all don't want me to go get the deck? I'm not mad at that because it's up 2 flights of stairs. But I was willing to do it because we were talking about love. But I think that the love that I was talking about is not romantic. And we probably would have been getting things like healing family issues, self love, confirmation. Start with you. Always start with you. We could all be so concerned about um everything but self. Hold on, y'all. I'm talking to y'all, by the way, on my phone. I'm not being rude. I'm not texting in your face. Usually I would say, hold on, I gotta respond, or hold on, I gotta take a call. I'm talking to y'all in the comments right now. Forever and a day. That's my song. I don't play Luther Vandross. Almost done. I actually type very fast, so maybe Albert just pissed me off telling me, no, 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 no. It wasn't Albert. That's my bad. That wasn't you, Albert. You told me to calm down. Whoever told me last night, pull the cards, like trying to rush me. All right, let me see if I can pin that for y'all. So that if anyone comes on, we don't have as much confusion as last night. All right, let's get into some cards. Cause what time is it? 2:18. I'm gonna take till maybe like 2:45. Then I gotta go about my business. Gotta go about my day. Believe it or not, I don't exist for y'all. What are we doing first? Who am I talking to? When were y'all born? Cause why am I getting like what song is that? Oh, Big Pimpin'. Big Pimpin'. That's what y'all on. Big Pimpin'. I'm missing you, the man. That's that ego that I was talking about earlier. Some of y'all think you're Jigga. What y'all got going on? Please like the live. I know, I'm silly. I want to get on TikTok too, but I just be feeling like kind of overstimulated. And then I gotta switch my setup. I'm not doing it right now. Okay. I don't know what made me do that, but that's why some of y'all are stuck. Some of y'all are stuck because you couldn't let go of that. Crying. Y'all are funny. Get yourself together. Get yourself together. Yeah, weak SWV, like I said. Your lady should not make you weak, my guys. Like I said earlier, she should influence your vulnerability. She should not be making your willpower weak. Ooh. Hold on. Yeah, she should not be lessening your willpower. She shouldn't be robbing you of your solar plexus energy, by the way. Y'all be wanting bitches to drain you, and that's your problem. Then you turn around and when you finally on E, you like, damn, I ain't even got no money to get no gas. Now you want to go hitting up your neighbor like, yeah, I got a gas can in my trunk. Could you? The fuck? I did the ring tat and the woman wanted the man's name on her shoulder. Like, girl, you sure? Were you on here when I was going like this? I can't make this up. Did you hear what I was saying about this? Like, I felt like a sensation on my shoulder, but like it wasn't an itch. It was just like something about a shoulder. That's crazy. That's wild. Girl, you sure? Yeah, see, I don't know about all that. Cause that's on instant display right there. Like a lot of my tats are discreet. I have one here, I have one on my thigh, and then I have my arm. And I got it in a way in which like if I'm facing you, you can't, like I'm not getting nobody's name on my shoulder. What? She knew, like, yeah, that's wild. I literally said it a few minutes ago. To each their own. To each their own. Y'all be getting face tats and, you know, I did say recently that like I want my man to get my lips tatted, and then we're good to go. I just that's me. You don't really gotta get my name. And if anything were ever to happen, you could say it's anybody's lips. 222. I'll just confirm her and let her know it's not coming off. Like, this isn't coming off. It's permanent. But yeah, I just do what I'm good at. Exactly. It's pretty much what I've been talking about. We let people do what they do, right? Ooh. I didn't say anything. Um, what song am I hearing? I'm hearing Turn Off the Lights by Nelly Furtado, but first I was hearing Learn Ya by Black or Six Lack. Y'all be disrespecting that man. So y'all are learning each other. Someone, um, something about here, like someone is self-conscious about something, or like they would prefer to have sex in the dark. And they're trying to heal that. Like they're trying to find their inner peace and inner love with who they are and what they got going on. Yeah, limitations. You can get around those limitations. I feel like that is probably pretty limiting if you feel like you don't fully love yourself. It would be hard to let somebody love on you hard. And I've experienced that and I never want to experience it again. Because I love so hard that I'll love the insecurities out of a person and they will still be trying to point out mine. I don't know if y'all were on the live last night if you're watching this, but somebody commented and said something like, basically, I don't mean anything by this, but like you look so tired, the bag's under your eyes, and I was just like, it doesn't bother me anymore. But someone from my past said it, and when they said it, I was bothered. And I think that it wasn't so much about my appearance because I know that I'm gorgeous. It was like, why do I heal and love the insecurities out of you, and you're here pointing at mine? This was someone who hated their body hair. I was like, I like your body hair. I think it's manly. This is someone who hated their teeth. I'm like, I think you have a really nice smile. They hated their nose. I'm like, I think you have honestly a very um a serious nose, like an Egyptian. I don't know, like something royal, I guess. Like every single thing that they would point out about themselves, I threw love at it. And then it was like, why aren't you doing the same? So this is someone who has experienced the same thing, where it's like people have nitpicked. And I said that on a TikTok live the other day. I was just like, any romantic partner picking and poking at your physical appearance is a no for me. They're not a safe person. You got something on your hair, or am I seeing shit? What? Ah, what's that? Oh, it's just lint for my sweater. Thank you, Sketchy. I'm like, is it a bug? Is it a bug? I appreciate you. Didn't I say that last night? I want y'all to be real with me. If I'm on live and I look like Yzma from Emperor's New Groove and I got broccoli in my teeth, don't be sitting up here watching me talk with broccoli in my teeth. Just looking out for you. I'm not now. I know. I appreciate it. I don't. Yeah, that was just lint. Thank you. 48:44. Damn, it's been longer than I thought. Let's get into it. What time is it? Okay, someone is wanting to plan their future with you in mind. I don't make it up. I don't make it up. Something about someone's birthday. Something about someone's birthday. Dinner? I kind of said that like a question, like dinner? Like, you want to go for dinner? Someone's trying to shed their insecurities. Like, someone's in a healing phase right now, kind of like reclusive. Like, damn, I just shed my skin. I'm not really ready to show you all this. Like I said, someone is more comfortable, covering up. And even if it's just their inner light, they kind of feel like, no, I'm not ready to show all that I am. I'm not ready to show you how loving I can be. No, get away. I'm hiding. No, I don't want you to see that I love you so much. No, stop looking at me, face ass. I say it with love, but it's true. Yeah. Something has been frozen until someone felt ready to express. Let's talk about love. This is the career and life oracle, and a lot of the time the cards resonate in different ways. So, Spirit of all that is pure, true, and divine, speak to our collective community. My light just got dim. What did I say about that earlier? Like, um, something about like when you invest in other places and like you get drained, I guess. This came out in upright and then it kind of spun around. So there will be ups and downs when you're in the flow. That's the whole point of being in the flow, the ebb and flow of life. Everything is not always going to be on the up, and everything is not always going to be terrible, tragedy, you know. Like, say you live in a multi story home, right? You're going to need to go up and down those stairs to function. Look at your life the same exact way. You might get tired. You might be wishing, damn, it's a lot of goddamn steps. Like, I wish I just had a one level home. Do you really? You know, be grateful for all that life has for you, because even though it's ups and downs, joy and pain are like sunshine and rain. You need both, y'all. Balance. All right, I gotta do another tattoo. I'll be on when you go live again. Have a beautiful day. You too. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna laugh if I feel like this love message is for you. It's quick anyway. Yeah, this says the universe is sending you help. Tap into your inner power and go deeper to create the purposeful life you really want to have. What did I say? What did I say? What did Spirit say? All right. Someone will pop up and they're meant to help you, and then you're sitting there overthinking, like, no, stay away. I'm terrible. I'm damaged goods. And I think I said in a recent short, you don't need to be perfect, perfectly healed to embrace love. For our collective community, a few more before I hop off of here and get on with what I was getting on with. Got to skedaddle. I got to go. I got places to go, people to see. I'm here. I got nothing but love for you, honey. I got nothing but love. Journey, and the first words I read, I don't know what the rest of the card says. It says, you may move. It says, you may move to a new place for work or travel for work. Exploring the world gives you the experience you need to succeed. I feel like this ties into what I was saying about not being afraid to let people and things and places go. Some of y'all are not so experienced when it comes to maybe just literal travel, but like venturing out from what you grew up around, venturing out from like your hometown or your family or the friends you've known since you were small, like you've been changing and you're having this identity crisis because the people around you aren't reflecting those changes. And look what's on the bottom of the deck. This came out yesterday. I can't make it up. A new life is unfolding for you, and it's very difficult to bloom in a space where your light keeps being dimmed. You need more light. You need more sunshine to be a healthy plant, a healthy, thriving you, and you don't get that where you are. This is a goddamn desert. Talk about drains. Talk about dry. Somebody's really, really, guys. My ancestors are laughing. I'm not laughing. Somebody's pussy is dry. Moving on. Yeah, like if y'all have seen Bridgerton, when Violet was saying like my garden is in bloom, like this is someone whose garden doesn't bloom. I don't know if it's just arousal or like it's not happening, Captain. And I was actually talking to a girlfriend of mine the other day, and she was just saying how a lot of women feel that if I don't feel safe and seen, like emotionally and mentally, then basically like I won't get turned on. So maybe this is someone who doesn't feel safe. Confirmation burp? Excuse me, confirmation. Damn. All right, that's it. Someone's cutting ties with someone and it's uncomfortable. Cause now I kind of feel like the sweater is too hot, it's too scratchy, like someone's cutting ties. Someone is taking back their power, as I've been talking about basically this whole time. Power position, right? So they're needing to express something, and let me be sure that I'm correct. Yeah, this paper is blank. So someone has been like typing and deleting, typing and deleting. This has come out in a reading recently. Typing and deleting and drinking. They're trying to keep their head down, get their work done. But this card says you need work that lets you express your creative self. You could do well at writing, blogging, or a career in communication. So if we're talking about love instead of work, you need an honest love. You need someone you feel safe to be honest with, and someone you feel safe, with, who's going to tell you the truth too. And I got the download yesterday that a woman's trust is her divine gift to a man. A man's vulnerability is his divine gift to a woman, and you can take that how it resonates for your personal life and your personal orientation. I'm seeing press on in expression. Someone would press on nails, but you're being asked to press on. I'm hearing already will all float on, alright. Don't you worry, but I'll float on. Float on by Modest Mouse. Someone is a modest mouse. Like I can't make this shit up, y'all. I don't ever make it up. Someone is very like coy. And that's where someone sees the wealth. Like someone sees someone as gold because of like who they are and their authenticity. But something that's been going on is not a quick fix, and it could have to do with money, it could have to do with wealth. I don't know, some of y'all are trying to seek out like spiritual. Why did I just stutter like that? The stutter always comes through when there's this specific masculine energy. I know you watch me because this shit be happening when I'm picking up on your energy. I don't know if some of y'all are seeking out readings or like money spells or love spells. That says you will get insights into what work will best serve your needs. So you already know who your person is. I'm agitated at this point. And this isn't even my agitation. Y'all know how, if you know, you know how I get the messages. Your guys are agitated with you, and until you make a move, that's just, you're gonna be stuck. Things suck because you're stuck. It is what it is. The first cut of the deck, the Two of Cups, union, beauty, relationship, communion, celebration. Do you want it or don't you? It's like at some point, yeah, Nine of Cups. Do you want your fulfillment? Do you want your emotional fulfillment, or do you want to keep being drained and unfulfilled? Confirmation zone. Y'all, that energy is agitating, and it's agitating because it's meant to wake you up. Agitation is meant to get your attention. There's that King of Cups we saw yesterday on live, y'all. The King of Cups being emotionally intelligent and emotionally in tune. You keep trying to make mind decisions. You've already mastered that. You've mastered being the King of Swords, the one who's discerning, intelligent, cold, ruthless. You've mastered that. You need to master your heart. You need to find the magic there because you keep doing the same thing. You need to make some sort of offer to somebody. And it's like Spirit at this point is like, I'm literally hearing again, go hard or go home. I've been hearing that for weeks with y'all. Go hard or go home. Some of y'all want to go home. That's okay. Some of y'all don't want to take the journey. Some of y'all don't want to, see what this is about. Some of y'all don't want to go down the path. You feel like you've experienced too many heartbreaks. This is like your roster. I meant to say your what do they call it? Your count. But like your roster of options or people you dealt with that were unfulfilling, so you just feel like, I'm hearing fuck it. Okay. Who watches the tea guy? I think I have him on Twitter. The one who makes tea. You want me to make a lavender blueberry tea? Okay. That's the energy. It's like a lot of y'all are not following your intuition and you're just going with the flow. Like, oh, that's what you want me to do? Okay. As I said earlier, you're too focused on what other people want you to do. And you will forever be stuck right there if you don't do something different. Look at this Ten of Cups in the reverse. You will not have your fulfillment if you keep It would be so nice. Take the holiday then. Gosh, your energy is agitating. Whoever you are. No shade, but damn. Spirit of all that is spiritual and divine. A few cards, because I'm getting off of here. Queen of Pipes. Queen of Swords. Are one of y'all trying to check me on the chin? Somebody watching me saying you could be like that too? Because the Queen of Pipes is the Queen of Swords. So she would be the King of Swords counterpart when I was saying you've mastered being discerning and cold and detached and whatever. You need to work on being in your heart space. I don't resonate with that. You're not talking to me because I was all up in my heart space and now I have a different level of discernment. A different a different level of standing on business. So ha. What was on the bottom? Lost it. See, if you don't make that move, I meant to tweet this earlier, but Spirit said the time to do it was yesterday. Like the time was yesterday. Knight of Joints, the Knight of Wands. This is supposed to be quick, passionate, fiery energy. You know, somebody really likes your fire. Somebody's really your Queen of Cups. You just feel like she is just so cute and dainty and sweet and innocent and loving and nurturing. And that's why we got Too Sweet by Hosier, because it's like, oh, you're too sweet for me. You know, I'll take my whiskey neat, my coffee black. I want to do it hard. I want to be a brute. Do that then. But definitely leave her to her softness and mind your goddamn business. Because I feel like I'm picking up on the energy of someone who's not ready. And as I was saying earlier, you can't rush anyone, but you also can't slow anyone down. I'm picking up on the energy of someone who's like, wait for me. Confirmation. That's going to push someone further away energetically, by the way. Look at this. Look at this. The Page of Wands. We got the Page of Wands energy last night. I feel like slapping a nigga today, slap slap. But when I saw the Page of Wands last night, I told y'all that some of y'all have been stroking yourselves to someone, or someone's been stroking themselves to you, and that is a spell. Know what you're doing, and know your intention. The Emperor, the goddamn Emperor. You know what you're doing, so act like it. You're the boss of your own life, so act like it. You want to be a big boss with money and power and feel powerful and in control. Then be in control of what you can be in control of. Confirmation sound. I don't be agitated with y'all. Your guides do. And here's that orange and blue again. The tertiary colors, the sacral and the throat chakra, the only two chakras of release. You're someone who needs that passion in your sacral chakra and someone who needs to feel like the boss when it comes to what you say. But your sacral chakra is not going to thrive if you don't feed into creativity also. And your throat chakra is not going to thrive if you're not also expressing emotion. You can talk your shit all day. You can speak your mind. You can be, assertive with people, and maybe you're in a leadership position. You can do all of that. But if you can't express your emotions, your throat chakra is not as strong as you think. I'm pretty damn good at expressing my emotions. I had to refine my throat chakra to tell people what's good and what's not. Confirmation. People are learning things in similar ways, but you can't be the boss if you don't know your emotions. Your emotions will control you because you're not acknowledging them. You're not telling your emotions, hey, you know, you are energy in motion. We're not getting stuck here. So things suck because you're stuck. You're going to keep going through your own personal storm. Don't be trying to make the cards fall off hard because y'all don't like what I'm saying, because I'm telling you the truth. Don't be trying to make me work harder because you resent doing your hard work. Like, get that done. Yeah. Ten of Swords. Again, for y'all. For real. 444 in the time. This is Saturn energy, foundation, Yes, you're protected, but that's generic. 444 is Saturn energy. It speaks to what stability and foundation do you have in your life. You got the Tower and the Ten of Swords, and you want to be trying to control somebody else? Make that make sense. You're definitely trying to heal your heart. You've definitely got arm tats. Definitely got arm tats, Mr. King of Joints, Mr. King of Wands, Mr. Passionate, Mr. Visionary, Mr. Watcher. Sometimes the King of Wands is the Joe of the bunch. You know, Joe from You. Wheel of Fortune. You've got lots of accolades. You've got lots of trophies and accomplishments, and we know you can do the material stuff. When are you gonna show up and do the inner work? Huh? It's like, nah. Who likes to rock in their chair like this? Confirmation. Who is sitting in their chair? Hold on. Definitely talking to a man. I'm definitely talking to this King of Wands. You be sitting in your chair like this at work. I'm not laughing at you. I just think it's funny that spirit really be making me act out these things to y'all like a goddamn play. Y'all know what I'm saying. Please like the live, y'all. Equal energy exchange. Don't just be up here watching me being weird. At least like the live. Thank you for everyone who did. I appreciate you. Yeah, well, if nobody's gonna comment that they're getting any questions or readings, I'm out. What time did I say? 2:45, and we at 2:44. We love boundaries and we love keeping our word to ourselves. People don't take you seriously when you be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get off at 2:45," and then it's 4:45, and they be looking at you like, "Well, you didn't uphold your boundary. It's not my fault that I took advantage. It's not my fault that you said you said that you weren't gonna do this, and then you decided something different." Nigga, you knew. Be the one in the comments that's like, hey, it's 2:44. You said you were getting off at 2:45. Don't be the one that's not even liking the live, watching and being creepy, sitting there like, oh, well, you wanted to stay on. That's your choice. If you know you're not doing right by somebody, don't be sitting there taking what they have to give. Don't do that. Don't do that. It doesn't pay off for anybody. And it will actually set you back further because your intentions were, I'm hearing, faulty. Something's faulty. I heard of a faulty pipe. Oh, 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 confirmation. A faulty pipe. The King of Wands. A faulty pipe. Oh, so this is a man's garden who's in bloom after some issues. Was someone dealing with ED? I'm not laughing or shaming or anything, but that's definitely what I'm getting. A faulty pipe. It's because you've been under so much goddamn stress. I wouldn't have sex in this energy either. What the fuck? Stop taking off your crown for people. Because all this energy is purple, like the crown chakra. You keep sacrificing your divinity and your royalty and your spiritual stature, your spiritual rank. Sure, you might have rank in this realm, but your spiritual rank, you keep sacrificing that and thinking it's gonna bring fortune, and it's not. But so wherever that pipe was faulty, this Queen of Swords, this Libra Virgo energy type person, doesn't matter what placement, but I'm hearing it gets the people going. She really revs your engine, doesn't she? Well, that's not all she's there for. I'll just say that. But she makes you feel like the emperor. She makes you feel like the boss. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean you're not a boss without her. It just means that she's a positive, motivating force, like I said earlier. Like I said, the inner masculine of this woman. I heard my baby, and I'm hearing you're my lady. D'Angelo, yeah. But I was saying, like, This feminine's healthy inner divine masculine is the positive motivating force for the unhealed inner feminine of the masculine. Does that make sense? Basically, the man needs to become vulnerable, the woman needs to become trustful. All right, that's the pattern here. And no woman's gonna trust you when you're inconsistent, and no man is gonna be vulnerable with you when you're inconsistent. So something just needs to be. I just heard practiced. Okay. I hope that helps. Okay. I'll make this one public too. I hope that helps. I'm wishing everyone well. Making sure I didn't drop any cards. I'm wishing everyone well in accordance with their highest good. $5 questions and $14 readings until the 31st. My birthday is on the 15th. So if you want to navigate to my bio and hit the tip link, you can gift me. Um. Oh, hi, Duncan. You were on last night. I'm actually about to get off, but subscribe and turn your notifications on so that you know when I'm on. I didn't pull any free cards today. I just did a collective reading, and you'll be able to watch it back after it uploads, okay? All right, y'all. Until next time, in divine time. Bye. Speak your mind, express your heart.